In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Andrew's with us. Hey, Andrew,
Hey,
how
Dave.
are you, man?
You're doing amazing.
Welcome. Where do you live?
I live in Niskayuna, New York, up near Albany.
And you're here for our counselor training. Been going through becoming one of our coaches, right?
Yes, sir. Chris Hogan did an amazing job. Bless all those guys and gals.
Very cool. Good. And while you're here, you wove in a debt-free scream, huh?
Yes, I did.
I love it. So how much have you paid off, Andrew?
$197,200.
Excellent. How long did that take?
Just over 8 years.
8 years. Is that your house and everything?
That is house and everything.
Man, you have a paid-for house.
I do indeed.
How weird are you?
The weirdest.
I love it. Making what kind of household income during this time?
It's a bit of a long haul, but I started out solo, making around $12 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Met the most wonderful woman in the world, got to marry her, and we started together around 75, peaked a little over 100, and now we're back down to around 85 now that she's staying at home with our son.
Okay, cool. So she's not with you today?
No, 4 days in a hotel with a 10-month-old is kind of a certain sort of torture.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Fun.
But she's watching on the app, and she's going to scream with me at home.
I love it. That's good. Very cool. So what started this journey 8 years ago? Tell me how you worked your way out of debt.
Well, going back a little bit, when I was a young man, I had kind of a cocky philosophy about life. I used to say that your 20s are for earning, your 30s are for learning. And I have that backwards. I had your 20s are for learning, your 30s are for earning. Meaning you spend your young years learning, having fun things, experiences, traveling. 30s, you get serious. For me, it was more like my 20s were for spending, and my 30s were for mending, the way it all worked out. I was in the Navy, and I probably did every ounce of the 5 miles of stupid outside of every base that you talk about. And but then I moved out to L.A. with some buddies of mine. At first I went to college debt. Moved out to L.A., lived that lifestyle, racked up more debt, going out to parties with celebrities. That sounds like learning to me. And, got out of that. And around 30 years old was when I had a little slap in the face moment, and I knew something had to change, but I didn't have any information yet. And I started reading a little bit, hadn't found you yet, but right around 32, I was making progress. But I think God looked down and said, you need to go a little faster. And he gave me a little kick in the pants called stage 3 colon cancer at age 32.
Wow.
And I said, life is too short to be anything other than free. That kind of experience just changes your priorities. After that, stuff didn't seem so important. People were important. Family was important. And I wasn't going to beat cancer. And I beat cancer bad. I wasn't gonna beat cancer and let Bank of America push me around.
There you go.
So, and it was funny, just around that time, they say when the student's ready, the teacher appears. A good friend of mine at the job I had, his name's Richard, he introduced me to you. And at first I'm like, no, you're supposed to pay the highest interest first. He's like, just listen to the CDs. He gave me the FPU CDs. And I dove in for 3 days. I didn't come up until that was it. And the motivation and the information, it was like rocket fuel. And I just took off, and my progress looked like the tail end of a compound interest chart after that, and it's just been. And then I met my wife, and she sipped the Kool-Aid a little bit at first, but like that last couple was saying, you talk about powdered butt. I think I have a little married butt syndrome. She didn't want to hear it from me, but she read the Total Money Makeover. We did FPU at home, and
now when was that?
That was we did FPU in 2012, but she read the Total Money Makeover in 2009.
Okay.
And
so that's about the time you really kicked this into gear then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's about the time the 8 years begins.
Well, the 8 years began when I was 32.
Okay.
And I'm 40 now.
Okay.
And then with her, we started together in 2009.
And so now your house is paid off.
It is. It's
That's
amazing.
So cool, man.
It's amazing.
That's cool. Now, I heard a rumor you guys were doing this stuff at work.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we did the financial wellness program. Last year it was Core. This year it's Smart Dollar, and it's been incredible. I just really wanted to bring this transformation to the people I worked with, and it was a great team, put it all together, and we've had almost 500 people go through it.
Wow.
Average financial turnaround in 90 days is somewhere around $9,000.
Wow.
We're hoping to expand it next year.
Very
it's just
cool.
been crazy. So Brian, Deb, all those folks over there, phenomenal team.
That
you've
Smart
got.
Dollar product, as you talk about rocket fuel, it's on fire, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very cool. Well, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you
And
very
so you're
much,
spreading
sir.
the love, 500 people now because you did this.
And counting.
Way to go, man.
Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
thank you.
And here to becoming a coach as well.
That's
wow.
right. That's right. It's like this whole week, bucket list item, bucket list item, bucket list item. Shook your hand last night, bucket list item.
Well, and that didn't change anything. Completely underwhelmed. Yeah.
No, not at all. Thank you.
Well, way to go, brother.
And
I'm very
sorry,
proud of you.
Let me say one more thing, if you don't mind. Last night, I was so nervous, and Chris Hogan, in our after party, whatever you want to call it, he was saying something about coaching that just applied to this. He said, don't ever try to tamp down the butterflies in your stomach. Just get them flying in formation.
Ah, that's good.
Immediate Zen peace in my mind. And it lasted until about an hour ago, but I got it back.
Well, it's good to have you, brother.
Thank you.
So I'm proud of you, man. All right, $197,000 paid off in 8 years and beating colon cancer in the process. You can't beat this. This is awesome. Andrew, and your wife's first name is?
Her name is Cordy. My son is Arthur.
Okay. All together screaming over the app and everything else. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
Cordy and Arthur, this is for you. Everybody with me. 3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
Way to go, dude. Very well done. Oh, man, that's fabulous. That is good stuff.